Why you should visit Rome. Being a fabulous mix of history, archaeology, art, religion, and religious culture, and delicious food, that is why it is certainly the most popular place to visit in Italy. And another reason, it is the name of the city that has remained true to itself, which appeals to be visited once in a lifetime. Hello and welcome everyone to your favorite YouTube channel, City to Visit. In today's video, we will find out the best possible reasons that you should visit Rome. So stick out till the end to get your possible reason to visit Rome. With that being said, let's begin. The cobblestone alleyways of Rome contain nearly 3,000 years of history, with sites ranging from ancient ruins like the Colosseum to world-class art in Vatican City. There are several attractions across the city, and here are some of the best reasons to visit this eternal city. Starting with reason number 1, to know the history of the city. One doesn't need any justification for the historical significance of this city. It was from here that the rise of the Roman Empire, that Western civilization saw truly began. For this reason, walking around the city gives you a special feeling that you're walking in history. Even the architecture fits this feeling. There are buildings and structures hundreds and thousands of years old, and every part of the city has a special history to it. There are guided tours you could take part in, or if you're the adventurous kind, you could simply map and plan your own tour. Another reason to visit Rome may include dining in a Roman cuisine. Italian cuisine is beloved throughout the world, but few people realize that each region of Italy has its own unique dishes. To taste Rome's famous cucina povera, or the poor kitchen dishes, you have to eat in a traditional trattoria in the internal city. Rome is lauded for its pasta dishes, including amatriciana, basically a sauce with tomato and pork, carbonara, a sauce with egg, cheese, and pork, grisia, a sauce with pork and cheese, and cacio e pepe, also a sauce with cheese and pepper, as well as its pizza a taglio, or pizza by the slice, a favorite street food here. There is also a heavy Jewish influence in the cuisine, so you'll find lots of artichokes, zucchini flowers, and anchovies incorporated into the dishes. Be sure to try some delicious fried artichokes during your time in Rome. On to the next one, reason number 3. It is to stand in the same spot gladiators once stood, the Colosseum. It is in fact the largest ancient amphitheater ever built, and it remains the largest amphitheater in the world, built between 70 and 80 AD. The Colosseum in its heyday could hold around 80,000 spectators, with an average audience of around 65,000 people. Those audiences were there to see all sorts of incredible public spectacles free of cost. Most famously though, they would have been watching gladiators battle it out, and not always to the death. Some of the most famous gladiators of the ancient world didn't always kill their opponents and became celebrities in their own right. Today there may not be any real-life gladiators, but you can stand in a place where these fearsome fighters once stood and battled in front of roaring crowds. A tour with a well-reviewed guide will really heighten the experience and open up history before your eyes. Well, looking at the next reason to visit Rome, that is to visit the seat of the papacy. Vatican City, the smallest state in the world, and the center of the Roman Catholic Church are one of the most sacred places in Christendom. It is a big draw for tourists and pilgrims visiting Rome. Vatican City is located within Rome, close to the Prati district, and contains important religious and cultural sites such as St. Peter's Basilica and the Vatican Museums. And it has been the seat of the papacy since the 14th century, and the Pope holds an audience in St. Peter's Square each Wednesday morning. Looking at the next reason is to look at some incredible historic architecture. Rome is an ancient city. That means wherever you go in the city, you're going to find some super old buildings to marvel at. Some of those historic buildings aren't that ancient. There are plenty of Renaissance wonders to visit too. The palazzi and piazze spread throughout the city are all sorts of beautiful. A lot of that is down to the power of the popes. They and their noble families commissioned endless public and private works over many hundreds of years to create a cohesive architectural style in the city. Architects, along with painters and sculptors, flock to Rome and create many of the landmark pieces of architecture that make the city what it is today. Much of the Centro Storico is UNESCO recognized. Okay, on to the next reason that will urge you to visit this beautiful city, the art. Rome is one of the most popular destinations in the world for art appreciators. Masterpieces of architecture, paintings, sculptures, pieces of most of us grew up reading, hearing, or watching about are actually present here. The sheer propensity of these masterpieces can make it an almost surreal experience to actually witness them in person. Works of famous artists like Michelangelo, Salvi, Sangallo, Maderno, Berini, etc. call Rome their home. There are numerous museums and galleries around the city displaying brilliant artworks, the most popular among them being the Villa Borghese Gallery and Museum of Contemporary Art. Another reason to be there can be to gaze up at the Sistine Chapel ceiling. The Vatican museums are famous for their priceless sculptures, frescoes, tapestries, and paintings, but the uncontested main attraction is the Sistine Chapel. It is located within the Apostolic Palace, the residence of the Pope, while its name comes from Pope Sixtus IV, who restored it at the end of the 15th century. Michelangelo painted the cycle of frescoes on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel between 1508 and 1512, and today it is considered one of the greatest works of art from the High Renaissance. You can take a virtual tour of the Sistine Chapel online, but seeing it in person is even more impressive. On another reason, that is to know more about religion, this might not be true to everyone, but it is definitely worth a mention. Rome houses the Vatican City, the world's smallest nation, and the political and religious centers of the Roman Catholic Church. Millions of people flock to Rome every year with the primary purpose of visiting this site, which is believed to be situated on Apostle Peter's burial place. Even if you are of a different religion or a non-believer, the history and appearance of the place should make it an interesting visit. Another reason to visit this city can be to experience one of the best-made fountains in the world. They sure are, and there are a lot of them to be found across the city. From the famed waters of the Trevi Fountain to lesser-known masterpieces of marble and engineering, there's no getting away from the fact that Rome has some of the world's most beautiful fountains. Built in all sorts of styles, including Baroque and medieval, Rome has been home to fountains for over 2,000 years. They played an important part in the city's development, at one time providing clean drinking water to its citizens. Historically, they were fed by one of the 9 ancient aqueducts that once brought water to 39 sizable fountains and almost 600 public basins. Today, some of those aqueducts are still in use, with the Acque Vergine aqueduct still supplying water to the Trevi Fountain. Okay, here is the best reason to be here in the Eternal City, that is, the people around. Rome is said to have one of the nicest urban populations in Europe, and by nice I mean downright friendly, uncharacteristic of most European cities. Italians are known for being hospitable, and those in their capital city are not exceptions. And this doesn't just include those with business serving tourists. From the young to the old, the actual residents of the city are extremely helpful and polite. Maybe it's their culture or style of living that is just welcoming new people. Anyway, be it romance, intellectual exchanges, or just a jolly good old laugh, you will find plenty of those in Rome. Well, these are the best possible reasons to visit this amazing city, the prominent capital of Italy, Rome. And the other reasons are to have fun with your family and friends and create good memories. Even you can visit Rome for a solo trip to discover your inner self. With this, I'd like to end this video with the hope that you are liked and enjoying it. However, stay tuned to the channel as a new video is coming soon on the city of Belfast. If you like our content, make sure that you like our video, and do share your views and opinions with us in the comment section below. Do subscribe to the channel to receive regular videos from us, and don't forget to click the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one. Till then, peace.